Hello, this is Tessa Kegel and this is HBS5OHC, Identifying and Controlling Hazards, Workplace Biological Hazards and Diseases, Measurement and Management of Chronic and Acute Exposures and Effects on Workers' Health, and this is Module 6, Part 3 of 3. This is the Commonwealth of Australia Copyright Warning Act 1968, and the material here is covered by this Warning Act. So first of all, we talk about zoonoses in the workplace. So animals of all types can transmit diseases to humans, and some workplaces are at particular risk. In general, the more closely related the animal is to humans, the greater the risk of zoonotic disease. Common diseases in Australia include Q fever, found in animals such as sheep, herpes in primates, and tuberculosis, which although rare has made a return to the Australian environment. Each of these and other similar diseases are found in the general exposed population. However, there are a number of specific groups in the workplace which are at risk. Q fever and brucellosis are a risk for those in abattoirs, psittacosis for those working with birds, anthrax and leptospirosis for animal handlers, and a variety of zoonoses are a risk for lab workers dealing with animals. As well, farmers, outdoor workers such as linespeople or labourers are exposed to oil with potential risk factors. This table is from the National Occupational Health and Safety Commission's Diseases Acquired from Animals from 1989. It shows common zoonoses related to work. Now this is an old but still current publication and it's available from the Safe Work Australia website. Now I'm not going to read through all of the cells in this table, but just to look at leptospirosis, for example, the disease is leptospirosis. The source is urine of infected cattle, pigs and horses. The method of transmission is penetration of leptospires through abraded, possibly intact, skin, oral, nasal and conjunctival routes. And potential risk areas are stock transport vehicles, yards and pens, the kill floor and skin shed. And I'll leave you to look through the rest of the table at your leisure. Controls. Now, in order to appreciate potential methods of risk management and control, the occupational health and safety practitioner must understand the various common routes of exposure associated with organisms that are harmful. Common routes of entry into the human body are via the following mechanisms. Now, we've covered some of these in some of the previous modules. First of all, aerosol. So entry into the respiratory tract or by accidentally inhaling the organisms. Then ingestion, accidentally or intentionally swallowing the agent. Absorption, often via the skin or wounds or via mucous membranes. Injection, as a byproduct of using syringes or for other purposes or accidentally. And vectors. So these are other organisms which transmit the harmful microbes, for example, mosquitoes or lice and so on. This module has explored some of the biological hazards found in workplaces. Many biohazards can exist in and have a large impact on the workplace, but their relationship to the actual work or workplace may not be strong and can often be hard to validate. For example, diseases such as stomach viruses occurring in childcare workers is clearly a work-related disease if it's caught from the children, but it's also a disease which can affect many others outside the workplace, and therefore the workplace relationship may be hard to validate. So, if there is an outbreak of disease, there may be a need to eliminate any contact with potentially hazardous exposures, to vaccinate workers, to isolate or separate the disease vectors, such as infective animals, to protect workers with equipment and clothing, and to monitor safe working practices.